Good evening, it's April 13th, 2025, and it's time for my second set of devotionals. Won't you join me?
And celebrate recovery, healing from hurts, habits, and hang-ups.
Day 103. Open the lock. Always be prepared to give an answer to everyone who asks you to give the reason for the hope that you have. 1 Peter 3:15. When we purchased our new home, I was given a handful of keys. Some were to the house and others were to a couple of sheds located on the property. I went to check them out and found that one of the sheds was locked with a padlock that had obviously been around for a long time. I looked through the keys and found one that was pretty old looking, thinking that one best matched the lock, but it wouldn't open. I then tried the other keys with no success. I began to think that nothing would open that old lock. Finally, there was just one key left, a bright, shiny new key that I was sure wouldn't open that ancient lock. But I tried it anyway, and that old beat-up lock popped right open. After I'd had a chance to think about it, I realized that the old lock is a lot like me. Nobody thought I would amount to anything, but all I needed was the right key to unlock my heart, and that key was Jesus. We didn't look like much of a match, me with all my sin and him so pure and holy, but when he came into my life, I opened right up. All that business about never amounting to anything is just a pack of lies. God is saying to each of us, "You're worth everything to me. Let me unlock your heart." Prayer. You gave everything for me, Father. I can't comprehend that, but I'm so glad you sent Jesus to unlock my rusty old heart. In Jesus' name, amen.
And in my quiet time devotional,
Day 103. Joy like a fountain. Anyone who believes in me may come and drink, for the scriptures declare rivers of living water will flow from his heart. John 7:38. At the climax of the festival, when thousands of people were milling around in the highest expectation and in the most animated of spirits, Jesus shouted this open and generous invitation. "Listen, all of you," he called out to the throng of religious celebrants. "If you are thirsty, come to me. This is what you've been looking for all your life. This is what will finally and forever satisfy you. It will be like a spring of water bubbling up from within you, living waters, always flowing, fresh and new every day, never stagnant, never brackish, always sweet and refreshing." His raised voice and the extraordinary content of what he offered immediately called the attention of the crowd and stopped the guards dispatched to arrest him, who returned to their chagrined masters empty-handed. While the crowd and even the religious leaders were divided over the question of who Jesus was and what he was talking about, the writer and we who peer over his shoulder know that Jesus was no carnival huckster selling a magic potion or advocating self-help regimes or disciplines. He was speaking, the writer tells us, of the Spirit of God that is given to those who believe in Jesus, a spirit who thereafter keeps bubbling up from within, an endless source of delight and refreshment. This is what Jesus offers to those who come to him. He gives us not just forgiveness and salvation and teaching, but also joy, like a living, bubbly fountain. In what ways can you be a living, bubbling fountain of joy in your world today? I have joy like a fountain. It is refreshed, often, never stagnant, never brackish. But I can tell you that it's only there because I opened the lock of my rusty heart. I hope that you have a blessed day.